Oh boy. It's Friday, April 14th, 2023, and it's time for another Friday Night Flights. Got a lot to get into tonight. How you doing, C-Pope? Rest of the world checking in with us. What's happening? Appreciate you for checking in on this here Friday Night Flight. Got a lot of things we're going to get into, man. Nationally, that's going to make implications in your town, and then we got some things to talk about here at home. It's a lot of BS happening. I'm just saying. And we ain't paying attention. But I'm gonna shine a little light on the subject. But you know how we do. Before we kick things off, we get some good music flowing. And on tonight, I'm in my bag tonight, man. I'm finna cook up a little bit. So I got to go back to some hustle music from back in the day, man. My dog from right here in the city, Claydo, Mr. Clay Hodges, from one of my favorite albums from him. It's called Live from the Matrix. You can find it wherever you stream, to include YouTube. It's there, Clay Hodges. And this track is called Diamond in the Rough Part 2. Ride out with me, man. We gonna cook tonight.
Yeah, this the new me. And it's that diamond in the rough shit. Now, and everybody fuck with. Yeah. Play the way you been, I've been motherfucking grinding. Chillin' stacking bitches, I've been motherfucking minding my business. I feel it, my motherfucking time. Went from diamond in the rough, now that motherfucking shining. Play the way you been, I've been motherfucking grinding. Chillin' stacking bitches, I've been motherfucking minding my business. I feel it, my motherfucking time. Went from diamond in the rough, now that motherfucking shining. I'm ready. I couldn't be more sure. Up late, I'm recording till I get a sore throat. Cause I want it so bad, man, I swear you don't know. But nigga asked if I was gay, cause I don't fuck with no hoes. Fuck you mean, boy? Them hoes gon' come when I blow. Cause I only fuck with queens. Lil' mama come sit on the stone, and I've been on that knowledge tip. I ain't talking scholarship, I'm talking live from the matrix. Red pill, swallow this, that nigga trip to the other side. With caterpillars turn to bees instead of butterflies. Where everything it would've seemed, you'd be so surprised. How many lies that they hide before your very eyes? Your very mind has more power than they give credit for. This food for thought ain't edible. Read between the lines, I hope it's legible enough to read it. I'll tell you a secret. You ain't gotta believe me, but you more than just a human. You a spiritual being for real. Play the way you been, I've been motherfucking grinding. Chillin' stacking bitches, I've been motherfucking minding my business. I feel it, my motherfucking time. Went from diamond in the rough, now that motherfucking shining. Play the way you been, I've been motherfucking grinding. Chillin' stacking bitches, I've been motherfucking minding my business. I feel it, my motherfucking time. Went from diamond in the rough, now that motherfucking shining. That diamond shit, that peaceful wine and shit. It's that flow so cold, I make that climb and shit. This that damn son, where you find this shit? This that Mount Olympus, dog, you can't climb this shit. My nigga, now they wanna hear real nigga rap. Old tapes in, I swear a real niggas now. Thought they wanna turn up, thought they wanna thug shit. But I've been different, gave them the diamond in the rough shit. This that anti behind the glass, you can't touch shit. This that grind hard, I'ma get it out the mud shit. This that free my niggas, fuck the jury and the judge shit. That I'm from the dirty, so I don't know where the tub is. I love it. When I get the flowing, cause when I flow, I feel shit. This that I'm serious, I don't do it just because shit. This that I'm mad, so I don't care how much I cut shit. Me ain't had a time about to run shit. My nigga, play the way you been, I've been motherfucking grinding. Chillin' stacking bitches, I've been motherfucking minding my business. I feel it, my motherfucking time. Went from diamond in the rough, now that motherfucking shining. Play the way you been, I've been motherfucking grinding. Chillin' stacking bitches, I've been motherfucking minding my business. I feel it, my motherfucking time. Went from diamond in the rough, now that motherfucking shining. Shine on, shine on, shine on, shine on, shine on, shine on, shine, 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 shine on, shine, shine on, shine, shine.
My dog, man, Clay Hodges, man, Claydo, Diamond in the Rough, #2. And I love that track. No flex up. What it do, C-Pope? You know who it is. It's your boy.
Don't let anyone tell you any different.
DJ Protocol.
You may be a little rough around the edges.
We in this thing for another Friday Night Flights. Like I said before, thank you for checking in. For those who coming in live, shouts out to everybody who's going to catch the replay. If you like what's going on, please do me a favor, hit the like button, share it if you think this is something that people should hear. If you think this is a conversation that you or someone else needs to be up on, man, share this thing, man. Let's get some convo going, because this is about you. It's about me. This is about we. This is about the people. This on us, man. All this stuff going on, all this craziness that's happening. Had to adjust my mic just a little bit. I hear it sound a little better now. Thank you for that word up on the mic thing. I had no idea, but I appreciate you, because that's what family do. They look out so we can adjust. But yeah, man, this is about us. It's about the folk. It's about the people. And if we can't come together and have these conversations that are necessary, conversations that are hard, gain some understanding, ask some questions, by all means, man, do that. We have to. Iron sharpens iron. Men make men stronger. Women make women stronger. Men and women make each other stronger. It's an ecosystem, and we have to be cohesive. So let's do more of that. It doesn't matter how much we may dislike one's opinions on certain things. I promise you, there is something that you can connect on, that you can work and make better for both your lives and your family's lives, and so forth and so on. So come on, family. Let's do that. Let's do that. When you're wrong, there's nothing wrong with saying that you're wrong and checking the fact that you're wrong. But when there are facts that are laying that you are wrong, then accept that you are wrong. Don't try and force someone to do what you want them to. Nah, man, that's not cool. We're gonna talk about that too, because we gotta, for my folk, we got a message from the motherland. Yeah, it is. We got a nice message from the motherland that needs to be heard. You know, we can chop it up about that, because there's a lot of conversation about how natives over on the continent of Africa, different countries across that vast land of amazingness from God, a lot of them feel a particular way about Black Americans. And I'm not going to say that they're wrong for having that thought process. It should come with a little bit more care, handling, and understanding. But I'm not going to say that they're necessarily wrong today, especially with what we know as Black Americans, the things that we could and should be doing as Black Americans. Yeah, it's just it's fucked up. So I'm going to agree that yeah, that's fine for them to have that, but they need to help us understand and know who we be, and then they need to know also who we be and our journeys and our movements in America as we've been Black in America. Because make no mistake, don't mint shit up, conservatives, my conservative family, I love you to death, and this may sting a little bit, but you just need to hear this shit. Our journey is the only people whose journey may parallel closely to us is those of us who were here. And that's a conversation for another time. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, there's something they hide called ancient American history. Look into ancient American history. Okay. You look into ancient American history, you'll see some things. And then when you start looking at natives, especially those who are over here on the East Coast, you'll see some things. And we can talk further on to that. But they're the only ones who have a paralleled, in a near sense, understanding of what we went through as far as our history here in America during the whole building of America, right? When the free folk, mainly free white folk, or property owning white folk, mainly, there's a little bit of property owning black folk in the beginning, but mainly property owning white folk, when they were fighting in war and over who was going to be in control of who and what, um, you know, majority of people who look like me was in bondage. That's just what it is. Subpar, subclass. That's how they looked and treated the vast majority of us. Now, I'm not going to never ever take away from those freed men of color and freed women of color that were around. We know they exist. We know they existed. You got movies like, 12 Years a Slave that tells the story of those that existed. And that's just for widespread. If you really was to dig into your history books and know a little something, something for real, you will find out that there were a lot of freed black men. Hell, some of y'all even know because you like to say that there were black men that owned slaves. No, it was very little though. You found that one, right? That's where token shit come into play, and people get mad about token shit. Like, you'll find that one, that two, that five out of how many slaves were there? I bet you it was more than 10 slaves, right? Which was double the 5 slave owners, right? More than 10, way more than 10 slaves, right? So yeah, that's tokenism when you bring up that one. So stop with that, right? Um, history has been ugly, straight ugly. Cannot deny that. Cannot. And once they establish freedom from one and get themselves together, right? You still had people who was participating in a particular economy, if you would, that truly fucked us up even worse because it was splitting up families, it was separating. Like, it was so much like, understand when you really think about that game, like, y'all forced unspeakable stuff onto people. When I say y'all, I mean like the government, the world's governments, those people in power, them, they, whoever their pronouns are. I'll say y'all because I know that there's someone who's a part of that class that is listening to this. So don't feel hit when I say y'all. If that shit don't stick to you, motherfucker, let that shit roll. Just listen to the conversation because somebody getting mad. But it was here. It happened. And eventually they were able to say, you know what? The way this shit set up, man, we can't be enslaving these people because of their skin color, even though that's what we was doing. And if you don't believe me that that is what they were doing, we can take a little trip to the Constitution of the Confederate States of America. And you can see plain and day in that Confederate Constitution that Negroes, African descents, people, black skin, yeah, you was a slave. That's what it says. So, hey, man, I like to read. I like to read. And it's there. You can just Look up the Confederate Constitution. So knowing that that was done and it was a practice around the world, I will say that it was definitely a practice around the world. But this country, like, literally was built with it, like, ingrained in its DNA. And that trauma was passed down. You know what's funny? I watch people make fun and talk about, you know, the dog breeders. And some dogs might come out just messed up because people around here breeding crazy. Um, that should be your basic entryway into what is genealogy and genetics, and then apply it to other genetics. I didn't think. It's like fighting dogs. When you breed fighting dogs, they come out fighting. It's like these NFL players. Look at how many of their kids end up going to the NFL. These NBA players, look how many of their kids end up going to the NBA. That's because the way that genetics is set up, it's highly more likely that the offspring is going to bring on those traits. Those are good traits. But then we also talk about bad traits, right? Those generational curses. Those are bad DNA traits. That's what that is. That's what that is. You ever notice, you know, just with your own kids, if you happen to have kids, whatever was happening around that time of your life when that child was like created, born, like that baby is going to grow up to be an exact image of how chaotic your life was or how blissful your life was. Like they are a representation of you in all true forms. I know that's a little up there for some folk, but it's the truth. Because genealogy is real and genetics is real. So, you know, I said all that to say there are some traumas and turmoils genetically in the Black American class of Americans because we've just been, you know, we have that. We have after that when we quote unquote became free and America made it, you know, all right, you be a slave, you just got to commit a crime. We're gonna get everybody, right? And they just started snatching everyone up, but we were still treated subpar and subclass. Cause shit, when Reconstruction came around, what they did? Fuck it up. Fuck it up. And wouldn't let us build. And we went through Jim Crow. And all of its bullshit. We started getting our own little shits though. I ain't gonna hold it. We did start, you know, piecemealing and putting together and having our own little neighborhoods and economies flowing. They started fucking it up. Every time they fuck it up. That's been their mission. And there's a reason behind that. We'll get into that one day. One of these days we'll talk about that. But nah. So what we got to do is in knowing our history and knowing that we good. See, we got to get educated to the whole game. Like Black Americans don't even understand the concepts of allies versus enemies, resources, liabilities versus assets. We haven't even as a whole, we haven't come to grips with that. So we damn sure ain't thinking about defense truly. We damn sure ain't thinking about production truly. We got to do that. And these, these ally conservatives, if that's what you're going to be, you're going to allow us to get our principles. Let us get our principles on. Let us get our conservative principality on in this thing. You understand? Let us fly and be there if we say, hey, we moving, we handling all this, we got all this together, but we need this right here. We got this available. Okay, cool. And let us fly. Let us do that. Help us get right. Let us get our school choice on. Let's have this conversation. Let us get our neighborhood schools or our private schools or our charter schools or our home schools together. Our mission is not to teach about hate. At least my mission isn't. I got a lot of family members that they just stuck on that because, again, you got generational curses. I mean, you got decades and centuries of shit treating. Right now, we got friends, family members, people listening to this cast right now, whose grandparents or parents was put in a very, very fucked up loan position using predatory tactics. Understanding within capitalism, with supply and demand, that there is a supply of houses, and this here black family is coming to demand or get in on the demand of a home, and they need a home, so you gonna get them at some bullshit ass credit score rating or some bullshit ass interest rating, rather. I won't even say the bullshit credit score, just the bullshit ass interest rate. And you gonna put them in on a 50-year, 60-year, telling them that's all you got to offer. That's the best I can do for you. And a man looking to get a house for his family and have something, he gonna do it. See, y'all know, if you know about money for real, you know about assets for real, land is one of the best dang on assets. It is the best asset. And we've gotten land stolen from us. Literally had people pull up and say, listen, boy, you got till sundown. That is land, that is money, that is capital that completely stops a family from moving forward. See, that's the story that's got to be had. That's the story that we have to be willing to talk about. And I've had this conversation. I've always had this conversation with people, and then that was the past. But okay, that is the past. But so we have nothing to do with that. Oh, okay, cool. So are we okaying it? Because if we're okaying it, well, don't be mad if the past comes and revisits you in the future. You can admit that was a wrong that was done, and you don't want to do anything to fix that wrong. You don't want to do anything to fix that wrong that you are addressing was done. That this country that's supposed to protect its citizens, its residents, its natural born residents, they're not going to be able to take care of. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Nah, we're going to check that. We're going to sit down and we're going to have that uncomfortable conversation and check that. My brothers and sisters across the water, we're going to have that uncomfortable conversation so you can check that, so you can understand. I feel you. You upset. I understand. But it wasn't peachy for us either. For all them years, it wasn't peachy. So that's where we at with that. We got to have them uncomfortable conversations, and we will. And Pro is always willing to have that talk, any of the talks, money, history, anything. I love having those conversations. I love learning new and come with facts. Because see, I'm going to come with supporting facts for mine. Mine is going to be searchable. You can Google mine. You can go in the library and actually research mine in the encyclopedia. That's where we at with this. So we're going to do that. And we're going to come together and we're going to save this country. We're going to save this country because, damn it, it's the best damn country and governmental structure when properly used. It's the best governmental structure around. Yes, it is. So we're going to learn it. We're going to understand it. We're going to properly apply it, properly practice in participating, and we're going to get the best of it. We're going to secure our neighborhoods. We're going to take care of our homes. This is what we're going to do. Yes? No? Maybe so? I know. It's hell yes. That's what it is, baby. It is hell yes. All right, y'all. Enough of my ranting and raving about that because we got a whole lot more to rant and rave about. But I just needed you to understand that we got things to do and we need to address it. And we need to stop letting this trivial bullshit, this made up for TV bullshit, stop us and interrupt us and get in the way. Cause that's what we doing. We letting that shit get in the way. Of real shit. We got these people out here telling our little boys that they need to chop their wee-wees off. Chop their wee-wee off. Telling these little boys that they can successfully deliver a baby. A baby. Little boys can grow a baby in their stomach. This is what they're saying. Nah. This just ain't gonna work. You understand? This just ain't gonna work. You got the government, the people. Man, Hotep Jesus. Just shouts out to Hotep Jesus, man. If you listen to Hotep Jesus, shouts out to you. If you don't, you need to start listening to Hotep Jesus. He did a show today, 2 p.m., 4/14/2023. He did a show. And I didn't agree with everything inside the show. But I did agree with a couple of points. He said, talking about the one drop theory, right? Doesn't put too much time and thought process into the one drop theory. Because the one drop theory works for one way and doesn't work the other way, right? If you got a drop of blood in you, a drop of black blood, you automatically, you're black. You just all black. But if you got a drop of white, then you ain't considered all white. And it just doesn't make sense. You're mixed. You're mixed raced. You're okay, cool. That sets aside the trivial stuff. so we can get down to the real stuff. The real stuff, like, in order to rein in all of this crazy stuff, right? We have to, this is going to sting a little bit, but people who read the drops and their favorite letter of the alphabet is number 17, suspending only temporarily the Constitution is the way to round up these people who have committed major atrocities against us, we the people, to get this thing back in order. Now, I halfway agree with suspending the Constitution. I'm more than halfway. I'm probably 3/4, right? But there's a quarter of me that's like, hold on, man. Who's to say that they will actually, once suspending it, return it into action? Who's to say they will? We're going to trust on them to do that? The same people who we're trusting to use the FBI properly that are labeling people who basically watched and enjoyed the Matrix movies, who understood the Matrix movies and applied the Matrix movies to their everyday life, they're looking at them as terrorists. People who are using pills described in colors such as red and blue are being labeled as dangerous. People who just happen to relate to normally people, they're being listed as, you got people like Roland Martin. You have black people waking up, getting into knowledge, actual intelligence of what is truly going on, and they're being attacked as right-wing extremists. People like DJ Academics, who got a deal with a streaming platform that is on the rise, is being attacked because this free speech platform is allowing what? People to come on and say what they want, and you're mad? You're literally stopping it. Oh, okay. You're trashing it. Man, young black man. Y'all love young black men. Roland Martin, allegedly, supposedly. But you always attacking one anytime you got the chance. Some bitch. You can't applaud this man for getting a lucrative contract to take care of his family while he just talk and do his thing. He's not doing anything other than what he's doing. So the day before he gets the Rumble deal, he's not an issue. You don't say anything about him. He's okay because he's on YouTube or wherever he is. But because he has an exclusive deal over on Rumble, he's attacked? The fuck out of here. You's a lame, Roland Martin. No good. Somebody tell his ass he's a lame. He know I know he a damn lame. I done told his ass that shit to his face. No, I know he came down here in October. November, October, November, somewhere around there. November. I think it was in the early November. Right before that damn election. He was down here for Warnock. Did his little show live. I showed up. Sure did. Wearing my colors. My nice hoodie, all black with the yellow writing. Y'all know what it is. All them liberal suckers. I showed up just to stomp in my boots. It's at Lake Mare. Public event. Want you to know we out here. Because we everywhere. Even look like me. Someone who look just like you. Someone who been through what you've been through somewhat. Some things you be doing, old buck and bunk it over, boy. I'll never do it. But anyway, y'all out here attacking people for getting up on their knowledge, for getting lucrative deals with people who talk about free speech who not on y'all plantation. I said it. Y'all know they don't like us to call it a plantation. But I mean, I just got to call it for what it is. It's definitely a plantation. You get on that thing and you go their way, and everybody just put their head down and say, yes, sir. They follow what master say, whatever their directive is. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, we's got COVID. We's wear masks, sir. Oh, we's ain't got to wear masks no more, huh, sir? Oh, no. Oh, yes, sir. We's don't vote for you because we know if we's got a trouble choosing between you or that man, the orange man, he bad. Yeah. We don't choose you. We ain't black. Oh, no. Oh, no. Really? That really? That's how you're going to do it, huh? Ain't rocking like that. Nope, ain't rocking like that. I ain't on that plantation. No. I'm out here. But you know what you do as soon as I jump out here? Oh no, look at him. Oh, he off the plantation. No. No, get him. Get him, boss. Yes, sir. He ran that way. You see him over there? You see him over there talking on that rumble, sir? Yeah. He over there, boss. Go get him. Hey, y'all see him point. Tell Massa. Let Massa know we disapprove. Yeah, that's some plantation shit. That's some plantation shit. Now I'm free. I'm rolling. I'm rolling where the wind blows me as I see fit. You know what I'm saying? I got a sail. I'm directing it. Y'all see it back there? It say don't tread on me. That my sail. I got a main sail. Yeah. It's right behind me. You might have saw it. You might have to rewind it to try and catch it. We don't do that plantation thing. We get up off that. We chart our path forward. We get up in economy. We get up in economics. We get up in finances. We get up in science. We get up in agriculture. We get up in technology. We get up in math. We get up in English. We get up in languages. We get up in dialect. We get up in using our hands. And we're going to do better. We're going to elevate this. And we're going to do better. Yeah, I mean? Oh, boy. All right, y'all. What we going to do? What we going to do about these FBI folk? Out here setting people up. Huh? What we going to do? What we going to do with this abuse of government? Now everybody got the fake trials. Now the president of the United States is getting railroaded with some ghost dope. Y'all paying attention now? We told y'all people was getting hung up on ghost dope. Y'all wasn't listening. Now you see it. Now you see it. Let's see here. We're gonna talk some of this craziness. Huh. FBI hatched a plan to surveil Catholics. New evidence reveals feds possibly instigated violence during January 6th. Mm. Mm. FBI links conservative internet slang to domestic terrorism. Mm. Huh. That's an interesting story. I don't want to talk about that one though. I mean, this is all that's happening right now. And we just caught up in other stuff. We mad about Freaknik, which, by the way, I just want to share something with y'all. Okay, I need to share this. I'm going to share this. For all the people who are upset and talking about, oh man, people gonna get got. It's the Freaknik. They're gonna get seen. They history. They gonna be in trouble. We don't want this to come out. We can't afford it to come out. No, we don't do it. But meanwhile, see, I was thinking hard. Like, wasn't there already a Freaknik documentary? See, I wasn't going crazy. Everybody else might be going crazy, but I ain't going crazy. Nope, I ain't going crazy at all. I be on it. Let's get this right quick. Let the people know. Let the people know that this is real, okay? And we're going to share it. And away we go.
Weekend of big events around Atlanta, including
2.2 million views.
Work it, girl. Work it, girl. Work it, girl. Work it, work it. Work it, girl. Work it, girl.
Fair use. Shouts out to Slim Films. All right. All right. All right. So 2.2 million views. Came out on YouTube 7 years ago. Ben had a Freaknik documentary. Been out here. Been out here. Y'all seen it. But booty twerking everywhere. Oh, but it's on Hulu. So y'all got new hype because it's on Hulu. Oh, y'all got new hype because it's on Hulu, right? Oh, okay. You can't. You need to be getting new hype off of stuff like this. Let me show you what you need to be getting hype off of. That's why I'm here. ChatGPT may be coming for our jobs. Here are the 10 roles that AI is most likely to replace. Now, if you don't know about ChatGPT, listen, you slipping. You really slipping. Get your eyes off of some motherfucking ass lifts and Freaknik shits and find out what's going on in the world, okay? ChatGPT is only a few months old and already causing waves in the business world. Experts say that ChatGPT and related AI could threaten some jobs, particularly white-collar ones. All y'all trying to get to them white collar jobs, huh? All y'all want them. Y'all don't want to use your hands. Nah, you want that plush corner office job. Insider compiled a list of 10 jobs this technology could replace according to these experts. Let's see. What is these 10 jobs? Tech jobs, coders, computer programs, software engineers, and data analysis. Coding and computer programming are in-demand skills, but it's possible that ChatGPT and similar AI tools may fill in some of the gaps in the near future. Lord have mercy. Media jobs, advertising, content creation, technical writing, and journalism. God dang. So they coming for people like me? Oh Lord, look at that. See, now you know what? This is funny. This is funny because I had this conversation with my brother and I said, you know what? Because see, I'm gonna be real. There's no such thing as a fair trial in America. That shit doesn't happen. If you have a lawyer that the jury doesn't like, your ass is grass. If you reach a juror and pay them off and they learn how to shut their mouth, somebody can walk free. So I've been saying for a while, hey man, we got this AI shit, man. We just need to go ahead and make them the jury. Fuck it. Ain't no emotional bias at this point. It's all the facts. It's all the evidence. Here you go. And it is what it is. Legal industry jobs, paralegals and legal assistants. Market research analysts. Yep. Seen that coming. Oh, wow. Teachers, guys. Teachers across the country are worried about students using ChatGPT to cheat on their homework. But according to Peng Cheng Chi, an associate dean in the Department of Computing and Information Sciences at Rochester Institute of Technology, they should also be thinking about their job security. ChatGPT can easily teach classes already. Although it has some bugs and inaccuracies in terms of knowledge, this can be easily improved. Basically, you just need to train the ChatGPT. Whoa. Wait a minute. Hold on. Train the ChatGPT? What you want? So we talking about teaching it fake history? Possibly? I don't know about that one. Homeschooling. Finance jobs, the financial analysts, personal financial advisors. I can see that. They're already on apps. I can definitely see that. Oh, traders. Hold up. Wait. They about to trade in y'all niggas' jobs. Graphic designers. Hey, you know what? I'll take that. I'd love to have me a graphic designer for my events and thumbnails and all this crap that I be having to do as a content creator. I wouldn't mind having the AI for that because people are so unreliable. It's a human thing. The accountants, you're up out of here. I could see that. I mean, hey, it's the app. Customer service agents. You know what? I don't know. I feel a little mixed about that. I was a customer service agent my freshman and sophomore year of college. Yeah. Shouts out Teleperformance. Albany, Georgia. What's good? Oh, they still there? I wonder if Teleperformance still there. Somebody check in the comments and let me know if Teleperformance still out there in the 229. But yeah, they started overseas shipping our jobs, and we get a lot of people who just can't speak English too well, and they're just not about customer service. So I wouldn't mind seeing a AI customer service agent. That'd be better than the other stuff. So they're coming for jobs. And don't think for a second, people, that they are not coming for more in other jobs, because trust me, they are. They coming. You better keep your eyes open because they coming. Now, we got a way that we can stop it. We'll talk about that a little later on. There's always a way. Oh man, what is this? Wow. There was a Florida State University professor who had to leave their job after accusations of faking race data, had to retract 6 studies. Damn, Seminoles. Eric Student, a fellow of the American Society of Criminology, has had 6 studies retracted in recent years after being accused of falsifying data, first in 2019 by a professor named Justin Pickett from the University of Albany. Pickett, who worked with Stewart, go ahead and put this on the screen so you can see what I'm seeing. Do you see what I see? All right. Shouts out to the Blaze on this here article. The Florida Standard reports that Eric Stewart, a fellow of the American Society of Criminology, has had 6 studies retracted in recent years after being accused of falsifying data, first in 2019 by a professor named Justin Pickett from the University of Albany. Pickett, who worked with Stewart on a retracted 2011 study, claims that Stewart muddied the waters in his papers. Pickett released a document critical of the professor called the Stewart Retractions, a quantitative and qualitative analysis. Damn. He sure do like the letter Q, doesn't he? Pickett says he asked that a study he was involved with be retracted because the data was altered to the point of mathematically impossibility. The study reported that as populations of Black and Hispanic Americans grew, the public desire for discriminatory sentences also grew. However, Pickett later noticed that the sample size of the study somehow grew from 500 to over 1,000, and the number of counties polled dropped from 326 to 91. According to the Florida Standard, 4 more studies published between 2006 and 2015 were also retracted, which led to an inquiry by FSU. However, 2 of the 3 individuals on the inquiry committee had co-authored studies with the Stewart. Oh my goodness. So they had a committee of 3 people looking into this man's work from 2006 to 2015. And 2 of the people looking into the work actually wrote papers and did studies, co-published and co-authored with the man in question. Jeez. This is wild. Let's continue. At the time, Stewart claimed that data thugs were after him. He also told school administrators via email that Pickett essentially lynched me and my academic character. The committee determined there was not enough evidence of fraud and the case was closed. In June of 2020, however, a 6th paper was retracted, bringing the inquiry into Stewart back to life. His exact reason for leaving his $190,000 per year position is unknown. The university declined to discuss the situation in relation to tenure and the investigations. Stewart was also unavailable for comment. Without directly commenting on the situation, Pickett told the Florida Standard that there is a huge monetary incentive to falsify data, and there's no accountability. If you do this, the probability you'll get caught is so low. There's too much incentive to fake data and too little oversight. Now that sounds about like the bullshit that be going on. Like the Black Lives Matter bullshit. right? We're killed by the cops because the cops with the kills and they always killing and kills. Really? That's what the numbers say. Really? Let's really look at the numbers. Because the numbers say that it's other people who are killed the most. I don't understand. The numbers say also that we take out our own more than anything else. I don't understand. Falsifying the data, man. That's what they do. They twist and manipulate data. That man tested triple digits and dropped them down to what? What they say? 300 and something, 362 down to what, 91? Playing with the numbers. But you know that's what they do. They play with the numbers. Yes, they do. They play with the numbers. And we need to address them playing with these numbers. We need to get on their net because if we don't, we people are going to be in big, big trouble. You understand? Big, big trouble. We don't need to be in big, big trouble. But I think it's a little too late. I think we're already in big, big trouble. To be real. I think we're already in big, big trouble. Because we're not paying attention. No, we ain't paying attention to that. We rather listen to, talk about the 90s Freaknik in Atlanta story. That's what we rather do. Yep. We rather hear somebody say,
weekend of big events around Atlanta, including Freaknik.
That's what we rather hear. That's what we rather talk about. We rather talk about Orange Crush. We should talk about Orange Crush. Who want to talk about Orange Crush? I'm going to talk about Orange Crush. We're going to see if anybody going to be willing to jump in here and talk about Orange Crush. Because I'm going to trash it. I understand what it was, but I'm going to trash it. I sure am. Because there are things that we should be doing properly. All these people who want to throw in, money to the clubs and promote and market and all this stuff. Nah, man, there are things to do. All you damn business owners in Savannah talking shit. Oh, they need to do the festival. Why don't you make them get the permits? Cuz. Permits. Cuz. Permits. You're doing a large event. Permits. Plan. Y'all can't even handle yourself at the goddamn family reunion in your grandma yard. And y'all finna go out here in public? Permits. Run it. And if you can't do it, if you just cannot organize festivals properly, then leave it to the professionals. Stop digging a hole deeper. Stop it. That's okay though. We're gonna show you. And any of you black business owners who talking about what needs to be done or they should be having it or all this, guess what? Get your money together and come sponsor it. How about that? Come sponsor. See me. Get in my inbox. You want to talk about an Orange Crush festival? You want to talk about a festival on Tybee Island? Sponsor the festival. Come holler at your boy. We'll make it happen. Let's go. And if you're not going to sponsor it, shh, be quiet. And I mean it. I'm tired of all that funky talking y'all be having go on, man. It ain't about nothing. You understand? It ain't about nothing. Let's talk about it. All right, so we done talked about the crazy FBI and how they spying on folk. We done talked about people losing their jobs with Chat GPT. I got something for you. Some people might have lost their job here now recently. We're gonna talk about some money that the city of Savannah just got. All right. We done talked about people lying on the data and stuff. All of that is happening, is playing all in our local lives. But I need to get a little closer to home. Yesterday was city council meeting down in City Hall. Okay. Took place at 2 p.m. 2 East Bay Street. That's the city of Savannah. See, look at that thing right there. Goodness gracious. Y'all see that? Yeah, we're going to talk about it on another episode. We're going to talk about it. Check this out, y'all. I remember when they ended public comment. You remember when I told y'all about the certain situation? I believe that was last week's show when I told y'all about what was going on with Astro Group, and man, going down there and going to talk and let the city know. And we went, it was my dad's birthday. Never forget it, man. February 27, 2020. This was before they shut the shit down. Van Johnson removed the public comment box. Yes, he did. Remove the public comment box. Couldn't have public comments that night. And I'm guessing up until recently came back, because look at this, y'all. Note to audience. Public comments are now accepted. Please limit comments to 2 minutes. Are now accepted. Been going for a while. Anyway, let's talk about this. First Chatham Bank, they donated $7,500 to the Savannah Affordable Housing Fund. Y'all don't know what the Savannah Affordable Housing Fund is. That's how Buddy put them $1 million in there, where he was able to get 19 pieces of property. It was that Affordable Housing Fund. He's gonna make some workforce development. But you know, the new workforce in Savannah is the movie industry. And who coming in to do those movie jobs? I think SCAD students are doing those movie jobs. Ooh. Y'all getting played. So check it. Proclamation April is Safe Digging Month. 811. Yeah, if you don't know about 811, listen, if you go to put a shovel in the ground, you need to call 811 and have your yard marked. I know you're like, well, this is my yard. I should be able to dig. You're right. You should. However, especially in your front yards, right? You got cables and wires, gas lines, all kind of stuff going on underground. So you need to call 811 before you put a shovel in the ground, all right? Because you might mess something up. You might have Comcast, you might cut your line, because I'm telling you now, them Comcast boys do not bury that line deep, okay? They don't. So be careful. So yeah, this month is Georgia 811 month. We dig month. Call We Dig. 811 or go online, georgia811.com. What they had some zoning hearings. Somebody is trying to start something at 2613 J. Elder Studio, 2613 Montgomery Street. Trying to rezone West 42nd Street. Oh, y'all know what this is? It's that $2 million piece of property right there off of Victory Drive. Yes. Oh, okay. Right there by Shabazz. It's right across the street from Shabazz, but that's Dietrich district. Okay. I wonder how that went. I need to go back and look at the top of the meeting. I didn't have time today. I'm gonna go back and look at the top of the meeting. Zoning hearing, and then they had the petition to amend the map, huh? Okay. I wonder if they considered the first reading, second reading. Yep. Sure did. Huh. Okay, let's see. Ooh, money went out. Authorized city manager execute annual contract for ground maintenance at facilities citywide with Sam J Services. They are local. Shouts out to Sam J Services. Getting that contract in the amount of $162,322. See, that's the one thing about working for the city, boy. Niggas know how much you make. If you get a contract, niggas know how much you make. If you on payroll, niggas know how much you make. It's all public information. So, amen. I ain't gonna say nothing. All I'm gonna say is I got financial freedom classes. They start on May 13th. Come on through. We're gonna show y'all how to work that money. So they got that contract. Sam J did what is this? Wastewater sludge disposal chemicals for the city's wastewater reclamation. They could spend up to 200 grand on that. This is a new system. This system adds chemicals to the treated wastewater to solidify sludge so it can be removed from the water for disposal. Flight sludge, Brentwood Industries, nope. Closeout modifications, West Gwinnett Street, nope. This was the one. Authorized city manager to execute the final closeout modification for the Broughton Streetscape project with Astra Construction Company. That's them lying, cheating, stealing motherfuckers with that same project on Broughton Street. Remember I told you about that, about them niggas lying and saying the contract was worth $1,020,000, $1,200,000, $1,020,000, but the contract was really only worth $860,000. Oh, okay. And then y'all lied and said the scope was removed, but you guys self-performed the scope, and the city of Savannah just let it slide. Yeah, well, they gave them another $1.25 million for closeout modifications to cover additional costs associated with unforeseen conditions. So y'all gave them another 1.2. That's all right. I'm going to get that. Authorize the city manager to execute a contract for civil design engineering services with CHA Consulting. Ooh, shouts out to CHA Consulting. 1.3 milli. Good goodness. Investment grade energy audit for city buildings. Jesus, 1.5 million for a damn energy audit? 1.5 mil for audit? Jesus. Authorized city manager execute a contract welding, fabrication, and machine shop services with Coastal Sunbelt Associates in the amount not to exceed $141,600,000. Hey man, Royal, bruh. Do you see this? Bro, get right. Machine shop repairs, welding, fabrication services. Hey man, they got this maybe for a year. So next year, bro. Go get that. Authorized city manager to execute contract modification for late night alternative transportation with the Downtowner. Y'all know about the Downtowner, right? Transport services are for workers who park and live outside of central business district who want safe, reliable transportation to and from their homes. Oh, really? I thought the Downtowner was, they added on because the Downtowner was picking people up from their cars and dropping them off at work. Now they picking them up from the house. Damn, son. That's what's up. And they about to buy some new lawnmowers, huh? Okay. They're getting three 60-inch zero turns, 154-inch zero turn, two zero turn mowers, 48-inch, two 54-inch zero turn mowers, 5 pull behind mowers, and one 10.5 foot pull behind. Those are for those are bush hogs. Damn. I mean, it must be an auction coming up for the other stuff. Okay, approval of task work order on 24 ACOM for access control system assessment. That's the people who did the arena, so I want to know what that's all about. Let's find out. Approval of the task work order will assess existing access control system for the purpose of developing approach for the systems for the purpose of develop. I think it's supposed to be for the purpose of developing an approach for the systems replacement design. I don't know. Maybe Chat GPT coming for y'all. Y'all can't be having them type of errors. ACOM though, huh? That is interesting. ACOM got a lot going on. ACOM got a lot going on. I saw some other stuff from them. All right, is this for I think this is where they had contention. Yes. I can't wait to get those minutes, man. I should have had this video queued up, man. That is my apologies. But it went down talking about the building of these new homes. Let's see. Authorize the city manager to transfer a vacant lot at 0 Crescent Drive in Savannah Gardens to the Chatham County City of Savannah Land Bank Authority to facilitate its transfer to CHSA Development Incorporated for the construction of 2 3-bedroom dwellings for families experiencing homelessness, utilizing the Community Development Block Grant CVs funding previously approved by City Council. All right. So I think that is where the contention came in yesterday at the meeting, because they want to make sure that these homes are being built by minority or disadvantaged business enterprises from Savannah, Georgia. Far too often here in the city, we have these people who come in from out of town who build these houses and take the money outside of the city. That money should be circulating within our neighborhoods, within our communities, period. There are people capable of doing it, so that shouldn't be an issue. There is something here that I've seen that I definitely wanted to share. Was it in the miscellaneous items? No. Here it is. Authorize the city manager to accept a rapid response grant award, an amount of $95,000. The award will be used to implement general dislocated workforce training activities. The city serves as the fiduciary agent for the 10-county region. Oh, really? 10 counties, 95 grand? Through the Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act for a rapid response grant in the amount of $95,000 for the Technical College System of Georgia Office of Workforce Development to be administered by WorkSource Coastal. These funds will be used to implement general dislocated worker workforce training activities. So they're going to have training for people who lost their job. So if ChatGPT took your job or something else caused you to lose your job, well, guess what? City of Savannah, Chatham County has some money for you to go get training so you can get you a new job, a new hustle. Understand that? Rubber band man. Remember that rubber band man? Boing. Boy, T.I. funny. Jackass. I don't like that dude like I used to. T.I. used to be cool as shit. Used to be cool as shit. Not no more. I don't fuck with him. I don't fuck with him at all, my guy. Nope. Not at all. Hold up. I gotta see. Excuse me. Yeah, start talking about Ti. I'm allergic to bullshit. Oh man, that shit came from up in there. So, um, these people are doing some very, very weird things with our food. And I don't know if you knew or you heard, but these people have been experimenting with putting vaccines. I'm sorry, I said that word. I had to drag that S out. Talking about putting these things in our food, okay? Yeah, guys. They're talking about putting it in vegetables. They're talking about putting it in cows, the meat that we consume, rather. Um, they're saying because we wouldn't just openly take them, they are just going to put it in the food. Yep. They're going to put it off in our food. Yep. Here we go. We're going to put this in here on the screen because you need to see this. Whole cows. American farmers to begin injecting livestock with mRNA shots this month. The genetic editing of plants to contain edible vaccines is well underway. Work is being done with bananas, potatoes, tomatoes, lettuce, rice, wheat, soybeans, and corn. Companies like Medicago are using the gene editing to turn plants into mini bioreactors. We submerge the plants in a bath with the bacteria that carries the information into the plant cells. And using a vacuum, we suck out the air between the plant cells and replace it with the liquid. The plant absorbs it like a sponge. At the end of their bacterial bath, we return our plants to a carefully controlled greenhouse to let them get on with our natural growing business for at least 4 days. Now the plants will start producing the most important ingredients of our vaccines, virus-like particles. Gene editing is now officially in our meat industry. Lobbyists for the cattlemen and pork associations in several states have confirmed that they will be using the mRNA on their livestock. That's right. They're putting the VacPac inside of your cows. Man, it's getting gangster. See, I don't eat beef or pork anymore. I'm worried about the chickens. But I got my own little mini chicken city coming. So I'll be wringing my own necks. Yep. Interesting, man. Just an interesting time of life for us to be in, man. Just an interesting time of life. And it's us, man. We're leaving it to be this way. We are. I see people got scared again, so check it. Right? I'm going to lay this out on the line. I'm going to continuously ask and state that everyone who had an issue with me and my support of 45, or better yet, as my homie so eloquently puts it, the homie, y'all have an opportunity to come any Friday. Granted, I don't have a special guest on that I would rather converse with. You can be my special guest. And you have the floor to prove to me that I was wrong about 45, 47, that I was wrong about Van Johnson, why I was wrong. Come on. I'm open. Why I'm wrong about the Tennessee 3. I can't believe y'all falling for that foolishness. Oh, fake ass wish great value version Martin Luther King. Can't believe y'all. But hey, the floor is always open for you to come, talk, lay out your facts. I'll lay out mine. We can go any range of the way you want to go. I can lay out the facts. We can talk about 45, what he did for Black America, what he had planned for Black America, how much he fucked with Black America. Talk about it. And you can come and try and show me how racist he is. Come on. I'll always open it up. Let you share your screen and everything. Come with your receipts. Because I always come with mine. That's what I do. But nobody want to accept the offer. Everybody who was talking, y'all real quiet now. Some of y'all even coming and apologizing. And shouts out to y'all. I will never expose who you are. The ones who actually come and apologize in the inbox, or who apologize on the side, who see me in the streets and you ain't got your friends looking and paying attention, so you'll come and tell me, hey man, I just want to say you was right. And thank you for everything that you're doing, man. I really appreciate it. I know people don't like the way you say things at times. I know it's really a shock, but man, you know what? It needs to be said that way. And thank you for being you. Thank you for standing 10 toes down. Man, we appreciate that. It happens all the time. I'll never rat you out though. But it'd be nice if you was willing to come out in the forefront and say, hey man, you know what? I got to give it to you. You was right. I got to give it to you. You actually knew what you were talking about. You have the opportunity. I'll let you do it. Come on with it, man. Come on. Come on. We can do it. We can do this together. If you so choose. But people scared. I don't know where they at, but they ain't here. They scared. They scared. Soon I want to see something. I'm really doing something right now. I'm testing something. I want to see if I can pull people over to YouTube before I integrate it and pulling everybody from Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff. I want to see. I'm looking at my numbers because I know Facebook playing with my numbers. Facebook playing with my numbers like a mug. I don't like it, but I mean, what can I do? I can try and fight the system, but it's their platform. What can I do? And the same thing, with YouTube. I'm gonna be for real. I mean, I got on this. You see, I donned the colors of black and yellow. I got that flying in my background. I'm gonna always have issues with social media, especially live. They ain't gonna let the folk know I'm live. They ain't gonna do it. I don't know. But we got to get down on it, man. We got to get down on it locally, people. We have to. It's inherently on us to get down on it locally. And if we don't, then we are going to be in big trouble. because locally is where it matters. Locally is where it's at. Locally is where it's at. Where all my festival goers at, huh? Because we got some very important things coming up in the very near future. Most important thing that I have flying in the very near future is second annual Spring Fling Seaport Food Rodeo. Wanted to do something different, man. Want to really showcase these seaport eateries, these chefs, these food trucks, these restaurants. Want to showcase them, man. So we created this, and we've reached out to every local restaurant or caterer that people said needed to be down there, right? All the food trucks got they got their invitations. Um, Owners, small business owners, they've gotten their invitations to come on and be a vendor down at the Seaport Food Rodeo. So we're gonna see. We got a few people that done signed up, man. I see some good food. That's gonna be they got a few days left to come on and get in this thing before the city say clink clink. So we gonna see what happened, and we'll come out with the final lineup next week, because of course the show is next week, the 21st to the 23rd. And yeah, man, they're gonna go out there and showcase that good eatery, that good food that people need to be a part of when they come to the city of Savannah, right? Gonna have their names put out there with hundreds of thousands of visitors. Like, we're getting to the peak time of traveling. Okay. They starting to come in now. You got spring breaks that are going on. You got people taking their trips with families, spring trips with families. That's happening right now. So you got a lot of people who can experience your food. Of course, we always have some of the best craft vendors. They'll be there. We got some great performances coming through. It's going to be awesome. April 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. We're going to be down on River Street, historic Versailles Plaza, at the stage in front of Huey's and Tubby's. And yes, guys, I will be broadcasting live for Friday Night Flights, because April 21st is a Friday night. So we will be broadcasting live and may even have some live performances here on the show. So we'll see how that works. Anyway, I've been doing that festival now, man. I've been a part of the family for 9 years. There was 2 years of inactivity, and we all know why there were 2 years of inactivity. Had we had activity going on in the city of Savannah, we would have been active. Unfortunately, we had a tyrant running crazy over the damn flu. So we had 2 years of inactivity. But we're back in full swing. And it's definitely a pleasure to be able to represent the city of Savannah down on the river with the third weekend festival every full third weekend of the month. Man, I just got to give it to myself with that one. It's tough work, but it's fun. Getting the sheriffs and the police and the businesses lined up and making sure they got everything they need, and getting the plots for the vendors lined up, and getting the parking lot situated, and making sure that music and entertainment is situated, and sponsors. It's been a hell of a journey. I can tell you though, I can definitely see the way that the economy is messing with businesses, small business, big business. I can see how the economy is really messing with people's bottom lines. It's tough out here, but we make it do what it do. That's what we do. So we're going to come out on top. We're going to help these businesses get up, and these people who want to be a part of business and people who want to be a part of festival life, man, we're going to get them up and moving as well. Yep. And, you know, we're going to take our talents to Tybee Island. Yeah. I've flirted with the idea before. Let me see if I can pull this up. Let's see. No. 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 That ain't it. That ain't it either. All right, let's go to Google. Here we go. All right, y'all. Let's see. Does this video still run?
It's one of the biggest bashes of the year on Tybee, the Orange Crush Beach Party. Young people see a weekend to be with friends, take a break, have a party. But the flood of people mixed with the flow of alcohol is a recipe for disaster to some, like Mayor Jason Buellerman.
2 years ago, there was a shooting. Many years ago, there was somebody who died. So my concern is more for the kids who are coming out here.
The mayor says the solution to the growing concern over Orange Crush is simple. Ban alcohol on and near the beach in March, April, and the beginning of May.
Now, this was back in 2017, y'all. Just so y'all know, this was back in 2017. Trump had just got into office, right? February 2nd, 2017.
No alcohol, he hopes, no party.
I know I'm getting criticized for it, but I think it's a responsible thing to do.
Part of that criticism for some people is the appearance that a predominantly young African-American Orange Crush crowd is being targeted.
There's some racism, you know what I'm saying, attached to it. And hey, it's a system.
I hate how they edited this. I just want y'all to say, because that wasn't even the conversation at that time, right? That isn't that how she cut that right there and said, oh yeah, it's some racism into it. That wasn't even the conversation. The conversation was, hey, and that's why I said it's a system. If I fill out my permits, right, turn in my application, do everything how Tybee Island wants me to do it, and they turn down my permits and everything is perfect and everything is in order. I'm talking about the security plan, the traffic plan, the parking plan, sponsorships and buy-ins from particular businesses, and all. If everything is proper and on point and they turn me down, then yeah, it's some racism, but it's a system involved and we'll take care of it accordingly. Let's continue.
Play it.
Savannah native Ben Adams says he wants to see Orange Crush stay on Tybee. As an alumnus, Adams is connected with Savannah State University, where many students use the Orange.
Never said that I was an alumnus. Never graduated from Savannah State. I did many years at Savannah State. I spent 2 years as a student, and then I did 10 years as a part of a contractual agreement with the athletics department and various other departments of the Savannah State University. I was a local business owner. I was invested into this university. I spent money at this university. My employees were coming from this university, attended this university, and graduated from this university. Never said I was an alumnus, but she lied to boost up her story. But let's continue.
Orange Crush Party as a spring break getaway. Now he's trying to save the event by applying for an official permit, something that's never been done for Orange Crush.
There's been a lot of things piling up to where they're just like, okay, you know what? No. You know, and I'm the guy who's like, wait a minute. let's not say no just yet.
Adam says he's doing everything he can to work with the city to find some common ground.
And if one is discriminated against and you have proper paperwork stating that, hey, I'm being, I've done everything right, it's all here, they refuse mine and yet they approve this one, well, then you have a fight on your hands.
But Mayor Buelderman says targeting Orange Crush is not targeting any particular race.
That drives me crazy when I hear that, because the very people we're trying to protect are those people who are coming out for this.
As part of a months-long investigation, WJCL requested arrest records, police reports, and other information connected to many of Tybie's major events. Events like the Beach Bum Parade, the Wine Festival, Pirates Fest, and the Heritage Parade, along with Orange Crush. In 2015, there were 26 arrests at Orange Crush. That same year, 24 arrests at the Beach Bum Parade. Moving forward to 2016, 37 arrests at Orange Crush and 11 at the Beach Bum Parade. Tybee Police Chief Bob Bryson says the higher overall number of arrests at Orange Crush is easy to explain.
If I had as many police officers here as I do Orange Crush for every event, I would have those type of arrest numbers for every event.
Bryson says he contracted $12,000 worth of extra security for Orange Crush 2016 to help his department, which has a total of 26 officers, including him. At the same time, Chief Bryson does add there are some aspects he finds unique to Orange Crush.
So I've dealt with people bringing, bulletproof vests, where machine guns in the cars, and where we've had a drug dealer last year when it was set up in a briefcase and the bags were clipped all together. And, I don't, the guy took his profession very seriously.
So we dove even further into those Orange Crush arrest numbers. The result, in 2016, low numbers for alcohol-related crimes. Just one arrest each for DUI, public intoxication, and underage drinking. Meanwhile, police arrested 2 people trying to sell marijuana and 12 people holding less than an ounce of the drug. And as City Council is getting ready for the second reading of the alcohol ban, Chief Bryson is preparing his team for another year of patrolling this controversial event.
So, as you heard, way back in 2017, up to that point, no one has ever filed to get permits completely through. And that year I planned on doing it, but there was a lot of shit swirling around with 45. You had all that racist shit that was going on being swirled around with Tybee. And then, it was not a good look by Buelderman to ban alcohol on the island during the spring break months. That just wasn't smart at all. But you know what, though? Not only would it have effect Orange Crush, but they said for the months of, was it March, April, and May? Check that. Check that. 2016. Go up a little bit more. Nope, don't want to hear you reporting live. Yes, March, April, and the beginning of May. That would have cut them for St. Patrick's Day as well, or it did cut them for St. Patrick's Day as well, because they definitely did put that ordinance through. Yeah, so now's a different situation because Orange Crush is returning. Vengeance. Returning with a vengeance. Let's see. Tybee tries to crush Orange Crush by hiding behind permitting ordinance, and that won't work. See, now this is the thing, right? They're hiding behind it's a public beach so people can come out and be on the beach. People ain't gonna be out there long though. It's $4 an hour to park on Tybee Island now. $4 an hour. They ain't gonna be out there long. The Polarizing Beach Festival, marketed to Savannah State students and attendees of other historically black colleges and universities across the South, is to be held later this month after a 2-year stint at Jacksonville Beach. Orange Crush's return is not celebrated by Tybee residents or officials who recall the traffic, the litter, and sometimes unruliness that frequently accompanies it. But if ever there were a time to bend a sacred rule, this is it. Tybee officials have for years cited the refusal of organizers to seek an event permit as an excuse to turn the island into a police state on Orange Crush weekend. Fuck is it a police state? And they're out there just making sure, like, literally, that is what the police do. They stand up on the goddamn on top and they look at all the folk crowded up in the middle over there. You might have some four-wheelers that ride through. You got some people back here off on the side. That's like the parking lot area and stuff way back over yonder. They're all up in there. They all up on the streets. I mean, we know how we get down. And all they doing is protecting. I really don't like people like Adam Van Brimmer and all these people who really just do their best to just tie everything to just go out of their way to make it extremely like, no, it's not, bro. Look, like that's on Tybee. Like that is a bong, people. Come on, man. Do better in these streets. Get the permits. I'm going to get the permits. And I want the sponsors. So all the Black-owned restaurants and all the liberal restaurants who want to talk about the festival and the permits and everything, I'm your Huckleberry. I'll get the permits. You sponsor event. I'll be reaching out to you. I'm watching. I'm Googling. I'm watching. I'm searching. And everybody who's mentioning something, who's related to a business or some kind of money, I have you saved, and I am coming for you to get in on this. Let's make it happen. Let's have a real college festival on Tybee Island with permits and all. Can we do that? Is it possible for us to do that? I hope that it's possible for us to do that. Because that's just how I'm feeling. That's just how I'm feeling. Oh, nice. It is getting a little light. There's a couple of streams that I definitely wanted to get into tonight. I also have to get on the road early tomorrow. So I'm not going to keep us here too much longer because we got things to do, boo. But I will say that I appreciate you for checking in and watching this episode. Oh, man, I forgot about Elon Musk. Gosh. Yo, Elon Musk straight destroyed the dude from the BBC. Straight destroyed the guy from the BBC, yo. Like, that was epic. That was real epic. Dude said that ever since he took over, it has been wild as far as the hate that's being pushed on Twitter. Hate speech is up, people going crazy, all that good foolishness that man been saying out of his mouth. And when pressed, hey, what are you talking about? Where is it? I need to see this hate. Can you give me an example of this hate that you say exists? They couldn't provide it. He could not provide the hate. He said it was so much hate, he couldn't provide not one example of all the hate that he said existed. And he even had the audacity to say out his mouth that well, I seen it myself. And you say, okay, well, let me show me a little something then. Where is it? Oh, I don't know. I just people just I seen it. Well, let me see what you seen. Well, it wasn't me. It was other people and other organizations. Which was it? BBC News lying they ass off. That's what these folk do. They lie their ass off until they can't lie their asses off no more. They really suck, people. And we need to stop giving them so much power. We must stop. We must stop it. Because it's crazy. It's crazy the amount of power that we give these people, that the amount of validity that we give these people, and they be liars. Stop it. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this show up. It was a pleasure. I had a great night. I will see y'all next week. I might go live on Facebook in a little while, man. Just to talk some shit on my way home. Because again, I got some things to do. And yeah, this is crazy. Anyway, again, hit that like button if you enjoyed, tonight's conversation. Is something you want to get in on. We're here every Friday night, 8 p.m. Same bat channel on YouTube at Protocol. Rec Radio SAV, which is, by the way, shouts out to Rec Radio SAV. That's my baby. It's been going for a while now. Good music, just straight good music. You're liable to hear anything. You might hear some Jason Aldean. You might hear some local artists like Smooth. You might hear Tim's. You might hear Britney Spears. You might hear The Temptations. You might hear Bobby Brown. Like, there's no telling what you're going to hear on that great space that is Rec Radio SAV. If you know any great independent artists that needs an opportunity, that music should be heard, man, send them our way. I got you. I'll check them out. And if it's something that I thoroughly enjoy, I will definitely put it on. I assure you. So get at me. I give all independent artists their opportunities. And listen, as long as you're registered with ASCAP or BMI, you get spin credit. You get spin credit. Okay. And if you down to travel or you're in the Savannah area, I got a stage for you to tear up every third weekend of the month. You can hit it. I'm just saying. Speaking of, shouts out to Tap Money. Shouts out to my little brother, 3LZNT Rec Radio SAV alumni. DJ Keish with all the hits. Pope Palooza is coming up. Pope Palooza is coming up. I say again, Pope Palooza is coming up. If you don't know what Pope Palooza is, it is an extravaganza for local artists, independent artists to hit the stage and showcase their amazingness to the city of Savannah. Get at my boys for your opportunity to grace the stage. I will give you your flyer in just a second, my good people. Here we go. And it should be on your screen right about now. All right. Keish got hits. Tap Money Out Nation. April Anarchy. Oh, that's going to be good. Music by DJ Kryptonite. Friday, April 28th, Pope Palooza. Cash prize is $800 to the best artists. There will be DJs, A&Rs, media influencers, marketing specialists, photographers, videographers, and vendors in the building. Sign up. Contact Tap Money Al, Keish Got Hits, or Pope_Palooza. Island Breeze, 2818 Montgomery Street. Legendary Island Breeze. So we'll be there. I'll be in the building looking for some new artists to showcase, man. Make sure you're there. There's always some awesomeness in the building. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. But you know how we ended, man. We got to end it right. As always, K-Mod Ali. This track is called Tell Me. I love this damn song. I think it's because I like rock music. But anyway, rock out with your boy. We on the way out of here. Y'all have a good night. I will see y'all on the rebound. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let the people know what they miss.
Hey, hey. Yeah. You tell me you love me, baby, it's so special, now. Hey. I feel all warm inside. Yeah. Hey, hey. Girl, I'll catch a grenade for you. Like my name is Bruno Mars. I told a girl you're amazing, just the way that you are. Your reputation is flawless. You kept it real from the start. You didn't give me the bruises, but you helped heal all the scars. To figure out things without a doubt, ain't nobody love me better. All of my life, all that I ever want is girl that's down for whatever. Nothing about me is perfect. Somehow you're thinking I'm worth it. My heart melts when you look in my eyes and then you tell me that you love me. Hey, hey. Somehow you're thinking I'm worthy. I got you, baby, don't worry. My heart melts when you look in my eyes and then you tell me that you love me. Hey, hey. My heart melts when you look in my eyes and then you tell me that you love me. Hey, hey. Yeah, only for you, baby. My heart melts when you look in my eyes and then you tell me that you love me. Hey, hey. You probably think that I'm crazy, like my name is CeeLo Green. When it comes to me and you, baby, can nothing get in between? Shout to the top like Paul Weller. You're the best thing that I got. The love we have is a live wire. Tends to leave others in shock. And to figure out things without a doubt, but nobody love me better. All of my life, all that I ever want was girl that's down for whatever. Nothing about me is perfect. Somehow you're thinking I'm worth it. My heart melts when you look in my eyes and then you tell me that you love me. Hey.